Good morning, my friends. Today is Monday, February 19th, 2018. And yes, it is in fact morning, even though I have the freaking lights on. It is so gloom and doom out there today that I had to turn the lights on because I'm like, this is stupid how dark it is. It is gray, it is gross, it's rainy, but it is supposed to end up being almost 60 degrees today, which means the hellish snow that we have been experiencing for the last 2 weekends, it snowed again on Saturday, will be gone. It will be mostly disappeared because the temperatures are going to be warm enough and it's going to be raining, which will effectively melt all the snow. It means that we will have disgusting roads and sidewalks and everything, but you know what? I'm so over the winter that it's fine. I don't even care. So welcome to some daily vlogging. I figured today, I gave you guys a weekly vlog the other day. I'm gonna give you a daily vlog today, and we will see what format you guys like better. This is totally an experiment for you guys. So today is Monday. The weekend I had, because I did not vlog the weekend, I feel like I blinked and the weekend was gone. I sang at my church, The Bridge, this weekend, and my husband actually joined production team. So now, when the production people are in the back, like running the sound and the lights and making us all on stage look and sound good. And so he and I were at church all weekend, it felt like. And then Friday night, we had, I guess, our date night, but all we did was watch a movie because we were trying to work our way through the Marvel movies in as proper of an order as we can get, and a friend of ours has a bunch of them, so we've been renting from his collection, and we decided, since my husband was going over to his house for a get together on Saturday, we had to finish the movies that we had. So we watched Captain America, Winter Soldier, something like that. I'm way into, for as much as I not hate, but I'm not an action movie fan, I'm really enjoying the Marvel movies. I really am. So I'm becoming a little bit of a Marvel nerd because it started with me liking Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I really like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and that got me into wanting to know more about the Marvel Universe. So there you go. My husband loves it because he's way into it too. So we watched that on Friday and just had a low-key dinner at home of pulled chicken. Was Friday the day I made the pulled chicken? Yes. I made a whole bunch of pulled chicken and I figured that's just what we're going to be using for the weekend when we're eating at home because we're super busy. Saturday, we were at church. We got up, went to the gym. We were at church from 2:15 until about 6:30. That is what Saturdays look like when I sing at church. And then I went over to my parents' house, and my husband had a birthday party to go to. It was a surprise guys night, so even though they were my friends too, it was just for the men, which was totally fine. The men need to get together and have a good time. So he went out to our friend's house to play games until wee hours of the morning. And I went over to my parents' house, and my other church, my Lutheran church, has this thing called Theater and Theology, and it's just a small group of people that gets together and goes to see a movie once a month. And the movie choice was The Greatest Showman. And even though I had already seen it, I told my mom, like, it's a freaking awesome movie, I'll go see it again. So we went and saw it, and I ended up staying out pretty late for a weekend that I'm on singing because the group went out afterwards, and we talked about the movie a bit, actually. And then we just talked about life. People at that church, while the group skews older, like I brought the average age down quite a bit, and I'm 30. There were people that I've known almost my entire life, so it was still like getting together with a group of friends. It was really great. Great to bond with people of all ages, guys. It really, really is. So we hung out, and then my mom took me home because we only have one car, and my husband still had it. And I was in bed by the time he got home. I think he came to bed at like 1:30 in the morning, and I was like, I texted him like, remember, we have to be out the door at 7:45 to go back to church. And you don't have the option of coming back home and make yourself breakfast after you drop me off this time. Because that's what we would always do on weekends that I sang. He'd get up, drop me off, and then come back. That was the weekend. And then yesterday, we had 2 church services at church to do. And then I got dropped back off at my parents' house because we went bridesmaids dress shopping for my youngest sister's wedding. So we got to try on some dresses. I'm super excited about it. It's this really pretty, her color is apple red from David's Bridal. And it's this really pretty like illusion lace neckline. and it's a long dress with a slit up it. And what's really great about it is there's always the joke that like, oh, you can wear the bridesmaid's dress again. This one I actually can. And being married to a businessman who I know has at least one fancy Christmas party every year, and there's weddings to go to and everything, like I'll actually wear this dress again. So I'm super excited about it. Her wedding is in September, so which is a long ways away yet. It's just over 6 months away now. And I did something I'm not supposed to do, and when I tried on the size 8, which I think is what size my wedding dress was, and I was like 15, 20 pounds skinnier on my wedding day. It's weird how sizes work, right? Like I'm at size 8 in a lot of stuff now. And my wedding dress, I think it's in a box and like preserved, so I can't actually open it and see what size my wedding dress was. But at David's Bridal, I think my dress was an 8. And I bought myself this 8, and the trying on of the 8 fit-ish, but the zipper wouldn't close. So I did the thing that you're not supposed to do, and I bought the dress in the size that's just too small for me. Because come hell or high water, by September, I'm gonna freaking fit into that dress. And that's just the motivation I need. Like, yes, I could have bought the size bigger, knew it fit, and then had it tailored. But there's something that will be so gratifying about actually getting that particular dress to zip. Like, it's not much. It's getting my act together for 2 months. And I've got almost 7, you know? So it's just kind of that little kick in the butt, be like, well, you have to fit into this dress by September. You have to let it zip. It zipped about halfway. So I did the thing you're not supposed to do and bought the dress in a size too small, in a goal size. But it is what it is. I have no choice now. No refunds, no returns. I have to do it. So I did that yesterday, and then by the time I got home and my husband got home, we looked at the clock and it was 5 o'clock, and we're like, holy crap, there goes our weekend. Madness. Madness, I tell you. Anyway, I've been rambling on for quite some time now. So welcome to my day. Welcome to my day on Weight Watchers. Because the weekend was so chaotic, the house is a little bit of a mess. My husband even apologized. He's like, I'm sorry I didn't do as much housework as I normally do to help. Because we try to make sure that the house is clean enough where Mondays I don't have to focus on housewifey type things. But today I guess I do have to focus on housewifey type things because I also have a busy week. I have a physical therapy appointment and 2 chiropractor appointments Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So that's gonna put a wrench in my regular day anyway. So today is housewife day. Guys, this is breakfast that is actually lunch because it is 12:45 in the afternoon. This is the first thing I've eaten today, and this is just super simple. This is the 2-ingredient dough biscuit that I make. That is 3 Smart Points for 1/4 cup of the flour and 1/4 cup of the yogurt, and then I just have 2 eggs with a dash of egg whites and some chives and fat-free feta cheese for 0. So this entire plate is 3 Smart Points, and I had 1 Smart Point of creamer in my coffee this morning. So 4 Smart Points for the day at nearly 1. Here's dinner, my friends. This is a DIY barbecue burrito bowl. This is a huge bowl too. Huge bowl. And technically speaking, this entire thing is 1 smart point. Hooray, Weight Watchers Freestyle. So what this is canned black beans that I rinsed out and put the serving that I wanted in the bowl, and canned corn that I drained and put in the bowl and microwaved, and then I drained it one more time just because I don't like it, the super liquidy stuff. So I just kept draining it as I went on. But I microwaved this, that's all I did. So it's beans and corn, and then I threw some of my fresh salsa on top of it, and microwaved that to heat it up, and then I had a whole bunch of pulled chicken that I made over the weekend. And so I put some of that in there, and then to give it a little bit more of a saucy consistency, I used the G. Hughes sugar-free barbecue sauce. So it's a barbecue burrito bowl. And I think I scanned it, and it actually said that like I put 48 grams in here, which is a significant amount. And it said it was 0 points up to 48 grams. So I used 48 grams for 0 points. And then, so it's barbecue sauce, chicken, beans, corn, salsa, and 1 smart point worth of the cheese. So the cheese is the only thing that has a point. Now, just because of the amount of food, and I don't want to overdo it, I'm going to track it as 2. Just because this is a lot of food. And even if it is 0 points, it's still going to be calorically, it's going to amount to something. So I'm going to track it as 2, even though it is technically only 1. Also, the only other thing I've eaten today is this gingerbread RX bar, and as I've mentioned before, and I'll do a whole video on like Weight Watchers rules that I don't follow. I track these, I do not track them as they scan, which is for 7 smart points. Instead, I just track the nuts. So for the 6 almonds is 1 point, and for the 4 cashews it's 2, so I track my RX bar as 3 smart points. So I had 3 points for breakfast, plus 1 point for coffee, which is 4, 7, plus the 2 for this is 9 points so far today. And it is, what time is it? 6 o'clock. So I am going to enjoy a Quest protein cookie, which is 9 smart points, which I think is stupid, but I have boxes of them because I'm a Quest ambassador. And because of how well I've been eating today and how little I've been eating, I tracked the cookie already, and I still have 5 smart points left. So I actually microwaved this bad boy for 15 seconds so it's warm and mushy and more chocolate chip cookie-like. Alright, my friends, it is almost 10:30 p.m. and I'm not hungry at all. I ate the Quest cookie, and since then I haven't eaten a thing. So I'm just having my nighttime beverage, which is the Natural Vitality Natural Calm. I currently have the Calm Full Muscles one, which I don't necessarily need today, but it's the only one I have. But the magnesium supplement is fabulous, and it's part of my nighttime routine. So I'm drinking that. I don't count it as any points. I don't even think there's a calorie count on here. No, there's not. There's not a calorie count on here. So it's all good. I love this. I'll have that link down below. And since this has been laying around here on the counter all day, I figured I might as well tell you guys. Remember when I got this book, Voice Lessons? I got it for my birthday. It was by Cara Menzel, Idina Menzel's sister. Idina Menzel, voice of Elsa in Frozen, Let It Go, Wicked, all that stuff. One of my favorite voices. I'm almost done with it. I'm on I think it's part 3, maybe part 4. I don't remember. I'm almost done. I'm getting there. But it's great, guys. It really is. Cara does a great job of telling her story, but making sure it's also Idina's story, because, I mean, let's be honest, the reason people are buying the book is because it's Idina's sister, even though Cara wrote it. And so they expect to hear about Idina's life as well, and Cara's doing an amazing job of making it about both of them. So if you have an interest in Idina Menzel, it is so worth a read. It's a really, really good book. Sorry for the funky angle, but I thought I would share with you some of the oils I use at night. So I have 2 oil diffusers. One of them hangs out by my bedside table, on my bedside table, and one of them jumps around from my office to the main living area. And every night, much to my husband's dismay, I put oils in the diffuser. He hates it. He hates that I use oils. Doesn't understand none of it. And he hates it. But I do oils every night. They just set the atmosphere, right? So on nights that he's gone, I use more oils and heavier oils than on the nights that he's actually home. So some of my favorites, I don't have all of these in the diffuser always at the same time, but these are my favorite ones to use at night. Young Living's Peace and Calming is absolutely fantastic. I use bergamot a lot. I really like the smell of bergamot. I didn't think I would, but I love it. And lavender. Lavender is an evening time essential. It's just so good and so relaxing. Another one that I fell in love with accidentally is vetiver. I love vetiver. Pro essential oiler tip. Vetiver is a sap, so you need to, so it's very thick, and it is a lot easier to get out of the bottle if you heat the bottle up first. You can do that by, like, you can run it under hot water. I'll tell you what I do. You want to know what I do? Before I'm going to go use it, I'll grab the bottle and I'll stick it in my bra. True story. No lies here. Full transparency on this channel. I stick it in my bra, and as I'm going around getting ready for bed, and then it uses my body heat to heat up, and then it'll drop right into the oil diffuser. I will also use this blend from Eden's Garden. This is an oil company that is a heck of a lot cheaper than Young Living, and it is the same quality. It is high quality, awesome essential oils at a fraction of the price you pay for Young Living, and you don't need to be a member to be a part of it. So I'll have a link to Eden's Garden down below, because they're going to be the place that I transition over to really soon. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it to focus on the label. There it goes. Lavender, marjoram, chamomile, bergamot, ylang ylang, sandalwood, key lime, and vanilla. And so this is just their nighttime blend. It's really nice. I will usually use this as a base and then put some other stuff in it. I also have straight up chamomile. Roman chamomile, again from Eden's Garden. And so in the diffuser tonight, I put Peace and Calming and vetiver and a couple drops of Good Night. So another oiler pro tip. Did you know that if you use warm/hottish water instead of cooler water, you'll get better mist? I didn't know that until recently. Check that out, because I put warm water in there. That's what I'm talking about. Part of my nighttime routine every night. And I think that that is going to be it for the evening. It is just after 10:30 now. And I have a couple of tasks that I would like to do before I go to bed, but I'm in the middle of my nighttime routine, drinking my natural calm. I've got the essential oils going. The lights in the living room dimmed at 7:30. I have them programmed to do that. I freaking love those lights. And so I've been in like relax mode since then. And things that I do before bed, I always go, or most of the time, when I'm being good, when I'm behaving, what I do at night is I will take a couple minutes to tidy up everything, because is there a greater feeling than coming out of your bedroom and walking into the kitchen and having the kitchen be clean, or like looking around the house and the house is nice and tidy, and you don't start your day with the, oh my gosh, look at how much work I have to do. It's just so nice. And since I didn't get that luxury this morning because we kind of left the house a bit of a disaster, that is my goal for tomorrow morning. And so I will be tidying up, just putting a couple of the dirty dishes that I have soaking in the sink into the dishwasher. Life essential. Always use the coffee maker timer. I set up my coffee maker before I go to bed. So it's set to go off at 7 o'clock tomorrow. So hopefully the sound and smell of coffee brewing is going to be what wakes me. I'm going to set an alarm. I set an alarm between 7:15 and 7:30. Today was the exception. I slept until 9 o'clock because Monday my husband leaves. And like I said in my weekly vlog, which you guys seem to be responding quite well to. You seem to like the weekly vlog format. So now that you've seen a day and a week, let me know which one you prefer or if you're indifferent. I just want to know. I'm very, very curious to know what you guys prefer. And so once my husband got out of bed, I of course conked back out and decided to let myself sleep because this weekend was exhausting. And the last time I got this tired, I was down with a really bad cold for a couple days. So gotta nip that in the bud. So tomorrow I'm setting an alarm, but my coffee maker is going to go off a little bit early, and then I get up and the coffee's made and the house is clean and it is glorious. It is a glorious and calm and peaceful way to start the day. So I highly recommend just take 15 minutes before you go to bed if you can and tidy something up, because it's a wonderful way to start the day. So on that note, I think that's all I've got. I am going to bed with 5 smart points left over today because I'm not hungry. That burrito bowl, holy cow. I did track it as 2 points even though it was only 1. But that burrito bowl was filling. So, which is why I ate the little cookie, and the little cookie with its 15 grams of protein is keeping me sufficiently filled, which is amazing. So today I nailed it. Over the weekend I did not nail it, I'll be quite honest, but today I nailed it. I did not go to the gym though, if you guys notice. I actually only have like 7,000 steps. And I try to get 10. And I was like, you know what? I've got so much happening this week. I have body pump tomorrow. I'm going to my first physical therapy appointment on Wednesday. And I'm not a physical therapy person like, oh, fix me, but be careful. I go to doctors and I'm like, if you have to kick my butt to get something to work better, then do it. Like, I have no shame. And so I'm walking in and I'm basically telling this I'm going to the physical therapist. My doctor's been on me to go to physical therapy for ages. I spent the first like 12 years of my life in physical and occupational therapy. So I'm no stranger to the practice, but I haven't gone in my adult life yet. And with my AFOs, my braces, I do a lot, right? I'm active, I'm very active. And when I did the turkey trot in Florida and I did my 5K in under an hour, it felt amazing and I did it, but it destroyed my legs, destroyed them, and I was in my braces. So that got my husband and I wondering if the way I'm walking in my braces is hurting me or not, and is body pump hurting me or not? Because while it's making me stronger, my shoulders and neck also feel terrible. So, and I know that I'm using those muscles in body pump. Like there are tracks for your shoulders. So I want to go to this guy. I'm going to my mom's physical therapist. She's known him for quite some time. So he knows all about me, I guess. But I'm going to just be like, look, this is how I move. Let's explore how I move and how my body works. Tell me if I'm doing it right, or if what I'm doing and the way that I happen to walk and the way I happen to carry my body is harming me, or is it hurting me? Like, is the soreness I feel after an intense 5K normal? And like that pain's fine. Maybe my recovery is a couple days, but I'm not hurting myself. Like, that's what I need to know. I need to know if I'm hurting myself or if it's just my lot in life to be in a little bit of pain. And that's fine, because that's been my life. But I want to confirm that that is in fact an okay thing. So that's why I'm going to see him. And then on Thursday, I have my second visit to the chiropractor, who I saw for the first time last week. And we're going to go over the x-rays I got. And that's going to be fun. And then on Friday, I'm going back to him because he wants to do manual muscle testing on me. Because any doctor's office that I walk into, I'm a freaking science experiment to them. Because while CMT is the most common disease that you've never heard of, most people have never come face to face with it and known it. So doctors actually really like when I walk in and I know what I'm talking about. He was really impressed by how well I knew my body, how well I knew how to describe what I was feeling and the way my muscles worked and why I thought this was wrong. He was very impressed with me. And it's just because I've been this way my whole life, right? So he kept saying some iteration of, oh, you're fun. Oh, you're going to be interesting, which is what I hear all the time. From doctors anyway. So I go to see him for manual muscle testing because he wants to be able to assign a number of strength to each of my muscles, and then we can work from there. So between the physical therapist and the chiropractor and me going to the gym, I don't know. Maybe my 30s will be the best shape of my life. Who knows? I'm convinced that while I was my skinniest right before I got married, I was my fittest in college because I was taking dance classes like 3 days a week and always on stage and always doing stuff. So while I was heavier, I was, I think, my most active and fit in college. I'd love to get back to that. I really would. But Mama can't afford dance classes when it's not included in her tuition. Oh, to be in college again. Oh my goodness. Anyway, on that note, and me rambling for another 7 minutes, I am going to go to bed. So thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch today, and I will talk to you next time. Hope you had a great Monday. Bye.